guys, so glad you're here. Come on in. Welcome to the digs. We have the kitchen, with a wonderful shelf for all of my plants. Nice kitchen, a nice open shelving area. You'll see a lot of that coming up here in a minute. As you can see, we didn't have a lot of room in the kitchen, so we had to bring out my trusty old bookshelves that I've had since I was 12, and this is our pantry area. It's not super cool, but it gets the job done. Over here we have two big windows. In the middle we have a fireplace. We have a wonderful quilt from my grandma. Thank you, Grandma. I love you. There's another quilt from you that I love. Beautiful. That's my painting. Oh, and this is one of our favorite parts of the house. This is what we call the amenities. They're always there for us, and they bring us a lot of joy. They're mini M&Ms, baby, with some mint M&Ms still in there. Would you like one, Josh? Now we'll come over here. This is also my painting. Here's the bathroom. It's separate. See, you get to close the door.
There's a toilet.
Thanks for that.
Needed everyone to know.
We have this from Robin. Thank you, Robin. Love you. And then we have the bedroom. This is kind of a mess in here, not gonna lie, guys. Cacti. Got for Josh for his birthday.
Had to bring the bad boys in.
Yep, they're kind of cold out. And then we have this little patio balcony thing. It's pretty cold out right now, but we like being out there. All right, time for upstairs, which is really Josh's area.
All right, everyone. So, work in progress still with the loft, but we have a small area where I can, stretch and try to work out. Behind me is a lovely painting of Hope. She made that, and it's awesome.
Thanks, Josh.
And if we look, we've got some vinyls on the wall. That's also a work in progress. We've had a couple casualties so far, but we'll fix it. It's okay. That's going all along the wall. And then if you look over here, that's another painting.
The lights.
If you guys notice, there are some string lights that are not doing so well. Had a couple casualties on that end too.
Yeah, pretty much every casualty.
But we're working on it. Now this is our main living area with our baby blue futon and what we call the cloud. Guys, you really need to check this out.
This is a beanbag, you guys.
This is a weighted blanket. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you later, guys. I don't think he's getting up.
Nope. Wait, show him the mini fridge.
Yes, this is one of the best purchases we've made. A mini fridge. It's adorable. Oh, you're upstairs. You don't want to go down the ladder? Boom. Stuff. Drinks. And guys, I'll show you this while Josh is probably taking a nap behind me. This was my Christmas gift to Josh. It's a record player holder, or a record holder, I guess. And I made it all.
Best gift ever.
Thanks, Josh. And it's actually, the wood under there is actually from a tree that him and I cut down over the summer. So, my painting, we have some stuff up there from artists he likes. So that's the tour of our house.
That's it.
That's it. It's awesome.
Small place, but it's really cool.
It's small, but it has really high ceilings, so it feels bigger. Well, we are gonna eat dinner. Josh is gonna make some steaks because it's Friday.
Yeah. Been looking forward to this all week.
He has, and it's gonna be really good too because he's a good cook. So we have each chosen a story from our 23-hour trip down here that we're gonna share with you because there were a couple moments that were really, really crazy during that trip.
Absolutely.
Would you like to go first or should I?
You should go first.
Okay, so the first day that we drove, we expected to be in the car for 9 hours. You might remember that from our last video. We said we were only gonna drive 9 hours the first day. It turned into like 12. And by maybe 8 p.m., we were so ready to be done driving because we had been packing and driving all day. But we had to make it to my friend Faith's house in Kentucky. So we just had to keep driving. We were so tired. I'm not going to say in a bad mood because we weren't in bad moods.
We were just over it.
We were so over it. So my friend Faith lives on a military base, Fort Campbell. She was going to meet us at the gate to let us in, but then I remembered Josh has a military ID because his parents are in the reserves. So I was like, we'll just get in with Josh's ID. We pull up to the gate. It's closed. And keep in mind, we're in a U-Haul with my car attached. We cannot back up. So we just stop. We stop in the middle of the road/driveway and think about what to do. We call Faith. She says, go to a different gate. So we're like, oh my God, we just want to be there. So we go to the gate that she recommended. The road kind of branches off into two, so we decide to take the one on the right because we're assuming that when you go to the right, that is where they'll let you in or out. I don't really know what our mindset was. I'll admit that was me who brought us that way.
It was.
But anyway, so we go in there. It's pitch black at this time. It's a dead end. As in, there maybe used to be a gate on that road, but there was not a gate at that moment. It was blocked off with these spiky things for your tires. It was blocked off with construction cones, and you just couldn't go that way. Remember, we're in a U-Haul that you cannot back up. So we are freaking out. We are both so upset, so scared. And so we didn't know what to do, but I was like, all right, I'm just gonna jump out of the car and move these construction cones and hope that we can get the U-Haul through. So I do that. Stupid idea, you guys. Why would I think on a military base I can just move construction cones like I own the place? I get back in the car and we're just like, oh my God. There were people, military police guys that looked like they were SWAT or something. They were in all black with bulletproof vests walking towards us. They were on a mission. They were walking towards us because they saw some idiot in a U-Haul move construction cones.
Just want to back up really fast. When they were coming up, Hope goes, do I get out? Should I get out? I go, no. Stay in this U-Haul. And I had my hands on the steering wheel. I was freaking out. I don't know if she could tell, but
I didn't even know that.
I was freaking out. I was like, don't move an inch.
Well, I was just, when Josh gets stressed out, I try to be the sense of calm, and he does the same thing for me, but since he was freaking out, I was like, oh, it's all good. Do you want me to get out of the car? And so I just roll down the window, literally crank it down. And I was like, hi guys. And they were like, how can I help you, ma'am? They ended up being really nice, actually. It was still scary, the fact that they had bulletproof vests on and a gun. They kept talking and they were asking, what we were doing. And I explained, we can't back up. And then one of the guys, he's like, all right, we're going to need you to open up the U-Haul and the car. And I was like, okay, can I get out? And he goes, the driver. Okay, Josh, it's your time to shine. So Josh gets out. They're out there for 10 minutes. I was like, where is this guy?
It took a while because I was trying to open the U-Haul, and it was locked with the key and padlock, and I don't know. I couldn't find out how key worked. I was in a winter coat and I was still sweating because I was so nervous, and I don't know, I was freaking out. And the funny part, when I opened up the U-Haul, they had me open it up maybe 4 feet, and they were like, all right, that's good, it's fine. They saw a chair and a bike, and that's probably it.
Finally, they walk away. They ended up opening this certain area for us so we could get to the actual gate. And then we got to Faith's house, and we were so pooped. It was really nice to see my friend Faith. So yeah, that's my story, when we got chased by the military police.
Chased.
All right, Josh's turn.
All right, so I'll take us a couple days ahead. At this point, so when that happened, that was Friday night, more like Saturday morning at 12:30, but I'm fast forwarding to Sunday evening, probably around, I don't know, 5 or 6, somewhere around there. we finally get to Austin after, I don't know, we were probably driving for 25 hours, somewhere around there, just because the U-Haul was going so slow. And we were just sick of it. We were just like, all right, finally. And not to mention, we had to find a place to put the U-Haul, because the Airbnb we were at, we couldn't really park it in the street. We were just, again, it was another one of those moods. We were just done. We were just like, all right, I'm not moving. I want food, but I'm not moving to get food. So we wanted to get food delivery. Went back to the Airbnb. We're just, trying to relax, and we're looking through food, and we were trying to find, a gluten-free establishment, and we were pretty excited for it. We were like, Austin's probably got a lot of options, which they do. On this particular day, we were scrolling through some of these restaurants, and we found one called Wilderwood, which that's a great place. We've actually had it since then, but when we were trying to order through here, we had everything set. We sent the order in, and 10 minutes later, they canceled it because they were either about to close or they were closed.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, back to square one. We found another place. I don't remember what the next place was, but either way, it was Hop Dottie. Yeah, it was like a burger place, and
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free, yes. And it was the same thing. We put the order in, or we were about to check out, and I think we pressed check out, and it said, sorry, the place just closed.
So two places.
So it's probably taken at least 30 minutes to get to this point. We had been seeing this one that was catching both of our eyes. It was called Picnic. It sounds really appealing. The whole thing behind Picnic is, everything's gluten-free, everything is organic and sustainably sourced. And that's really right up my alley. And of course, when there's gluten-free, it's right up her alley. And the only catch was that it was pretty expensive. So we had just spent like a couple $1,000s on this, just getting down there between the U-Haul and the gas and staying at places, and we're just like, whatever. We had no choice. We had literally no choice. Couldn't make any food in this Airbnb. There was no kitchen.
And we were so hungry. We were like, at this point, I'll spend a couple extra dollars to have real food, because we had just been like eating snacks like on the trip there.
It
was
just jerky and trail mix.
Just random snacks for the past like 3 days.
And we were like, all right, let's get some chicken tenders and some Brussels sprouts. We're like, okay, cool. We got some food coming. It's like $40 for
like
chicken tenders and Brussels sprouts. To be fair, there was a delivery fee and tip and everything like that, but even still, pretty expensive for that meal. And then, especially when the food came, we opened it up. It came in a bag. I don't know, probably that big. So we're like, oh God, what's going on here? And I pick out 2 boxes, and the first box was probably, I don't know, that big.
Not even, yeah.
That tall. Open it up, it's chicken tenders that can feed one person.
Not yet. I could eat that whole thing and be so hungry still.
Yeah, and the Brussels sprouts came in the same thing, same size container, and like just so expensive for the amount of food that you get. I guess in their defense, it's all sustainably resourced and organic, but I mean, you saw her roll her eyes.
Because the thing is, that's a marketing, that's their way of marketing it.
You bump up a couple extra dollars when you say organic.
You bump it up $1 million extra dollars in the case of this place.
Either way, Hope's very passionate about this. She was very mad.
You were mad too.
I just realized we're telling this whole story. The people that are watching it, they're like, this is what the story you guys have about the food? It's like old man yelling at cloud,
Yes, but that's why it's really important. I want you guys to think about our perspective, the context. We were in the car. We didn't eat anything real. Like the only other thing I ate that was real in those 3 days was literally Greek yogurt at the hotel, and I ate like half of it.
Yeah, it's true. I had really subpar eggs and a muffin.
Yeah, like that's the only thing we ate for like 3 days. So on Sunday we were like, oh my God, we just want real warm food, and we were really excited. And the other thing is, we splurged on this meal. We were like, $45, okay?
Yeah, we're like whatever. I mean, we
have to, yeah.
I guess on a positive note that showed us, hey, we're never going to go to that place again.
All in all, we're safe. And don't worry, we have been eating really, really good since we got here. Like, really good. Josh made steaks last night. Oh, yeah, they know that. They were really good. Yeah, that's about all. Do you have anything?
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Fine.
And scene.
And scene. Bye. Love you all.